Origins as a whole, it starts off slow. If you watch it OVA, if you watch the OVA, it starts off slow. Hour and a half movies. Hour and a half movies. The first two are really drags his feet, but then after that, it really picks up and really hits home. I mean, what is going on, people? Back with another week. This is the Undergated podcast presented to you by the Undergated Network. I am Coop at It's Coop on Instagram. I have the fellas with me every week. Every Wednesday, we drop a brand new episode of the Undergated podcast. I have the homies, of course, Gunpla Tesseract, Austin down there, and of course, CD, Chloe's dad. Both of those fellas reside on Instagram, so make sure y'all go check them out. Great work by those two gentlemen right there. Every week we come together and we form the Undergated podcast. This is a podcast talk to you about anime, life, Gundam, Gunpla, music, whatever, sports. Just tune in, chill out with us for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and you can tell for yourself and what type of podcast we're on. So, episode 86. I want to say 86. You know what?
Getting closer to 100.
Getting closer to that
100.
Close. And I commend y'all brothers too, because for the people that's been riding with us, there's been sometimes we rock two men on this. Like we'll go like, yo, it's been a long time since we did a two man.
Right.
And then I think one time I did the solo dolo episode. So I commend y'all brothers. It's been a long time since we rocked with two men. So every week we come together and we talk about what's been going on. Last week we had a pretty fun episode. We got a chance. You know what? If you missed last week's episode, this is what you missed. Is it Inuyasha?
No. That is on the list. That is coming up. So you did call that. That is coming up.
Like Inuyasha.
Yeah, you're right. That is coming up. That is on the list. That is definitely on the list. But no. First, it's going to be the GOAT. It's going to be Ghost in the Shell standalone complex.
Let us know in the comments below if y'all tuned into that, and if you did, what was y'all run? We got a couple of good heavy hitters on the comments last week, so y'all got some pretty dope lineups. This week is going to be fun. We're going to do something we haven't done here on the podcast, and we're going to do what's called the Gundam tier list, ranking the Gundam series. We're going to try to make this a kind of like a segment, right? Like every so often we're going to do UC today, and then we'll do non-UC, and then we'll try to bring everything together on one episode to do non-UC versus UC.
Yikes.
And then from there, we could go protagonists, antagonists, mobile suit, what series has the best mobile suit. But we're going to do the shows today. So make sure y'all stay in for that and let us know in the comments which tier that we get wrong, which tier obviously we get right. But I think universally, we should put like some stipulations on it, like maybe only two of them in the S tier, only two in the S tier. So we'll see. But of course, before we get started, as always, brothers, how has your week been?
Awesome.
CD. Austin.
Mine was going great until today. I won't go into the details, but my job has been acting a fool. So yeah, it was everything is actually going kind of peachy. I mean, things weren't exactly great, but I was saying, you know what? Positive, it could be worse. I'm on the upswing, right? Let me just dot all my I's, cross all my T's, P's and Q's. Then apparently today happened, and your P looks like a square, your T looks like a cube, and your dot is over on the wrong side. So yeah, that happened, and now we're just gonna see what happens. We're gonna see what happens from here on out. I have a feeling some certain type of action is taking place, but you know what? I'm watching and I'm taking notes. So we'll see. We'll see what's. Tell you, man, that's what's happening. So yeah, that's me. You see?
My week's been cool, man. We had a nice little weekend. My niece stayed over, so we had a little sleepover with the girls, and then went shopping. A whole bunch of new Lego sets came out, so the missus went crazy in the Lego store. She got like some cars, some brickheads, some
a little bit of everything, huh?
A little bit of everything. And then, of course, here's a card. Have at it. Yep.
You want cash back? No. You want cash back? No.
No.
Enter pin.
That's it. So It was fun though. Chloe had a good
Yeah.
time with her cousin. Some family time. We got on the grill, did some oysters and did some steak. So a little surf and turf.
There you go.
Summer's around the corner, so we're trying to enjoy the weather while we can. But you, Coop?
Likewise, man. It was pretty chill. Saturday. I'm trying to remember Saturday. Saturday, I chilled out. Kind of chilled out on Saturday. It was the service for my late cousin, so kind of just chilled out. Sunday, went up to Yester Toys. The Coop's Corner is coming out this week because we went to Yester Toys, and Yester Toys was running a call. I think it's called a Bonanza or something, where basically they have a whole bunch of vendors out there. So I was able to sit down and go through a couple of vendors. First time doing that, so that was pretty dope. And went to the beach. First beach day of the year. It was really relaxing. Turned on some good music, vibed out, spent some time with the loved ones, and just relax. Well needed for sure. So yeah, that's been my week. So let's see how this week goes. Little Mama's birthday is on this weekend, so we'll see how this plays and figure.
She's turning 8, right?
Yep. Ooh. Yeah. Quick, going by quick. Man, but we'll see. A lot of kids this weekend. A lot of kids. No slowing down. And we got a recital to go to on Sunday. Yeah, no slowing down.
All gas, no brakes.
Right. Let us know in the comments, people, how y'all's week's been. How's your week life? Mental health is going if y'all want. If y'all want to divulge in that, hopefully everybody's doing well, because mental health equals CD.
Mental wealth. Exactly. We want to make sure everybody's good to go, because this is the purpose of it. We want to make sure that I can get away. If we are helping y'all get away for the X amount of hours, X amount of minutes, whatever the case may be, we appreciate it. Thank you for letting us in your life. So let us know in the comments how y'all doing. Next up, building and breaking down that backlog. Any new items added in? Austin, you pick up anything new, brother, over the weekend?
I did pick up one thing. It was a Master Grade Destiny Gundam.
Damn.
So because so ever since the Seed movie, I actually kind of started liking the Destiny. Before I didn't. It was not a fan of mine, and I said, yeah, you know what? Let me go take it and see. Let me go see what's this all about. But people keep saying this is actually a pretty okay kit.
Hella effect parts. I love it.
Well, that's the thing. That's so I thought I was going to get the effect parts, but that's actually in a different kit. That is in the full blast.
That's the one with the gold font. I think that's the gold font on the box, right?
I think so. It comes with that one has the effects part where it comes with the wings of light and the hand effects. This one does not. This one is just the base kit. So and the head's not on it, but I did already
built it.
Yeah, I did already build it. It's an older kit. You could tell. It's doing some very interesting things. As you can see, the hips kind of spread out kind of wide because there's a little slide out mechanism in there that allows you to push the hips out so they can have a higher stance apart from each other. But the friction is almost non-existent to keep it in there, so it's always either bumping out or just kind of causing a little bit of a jag of a sway.
Yeah. So put it on a stand.
Put on a stand, or when you paint it and tighten up everything, it's going to look good. Also, it's older, so it's very smooth. There's not a lot of panel detail. They're kind of just blocks there. And the arms are actually not from the Destiny. The arms are from the Master Grade Strike Full Blast, the Strike build. It's a Strike build. Builder Strike version of the Master Grade. I was just mixing and matching parts because I figured it was like, is the seat frame compatible with these older kits? Turns out it is for the most part, and you can put the head there too, but the head is actually a smaller size and not in proportion, so it doesn't fit. But yeah, there's that, and that's all I acquired. I acquired some paint as well. I don't know if I showed these last time. Did I show you guys the Gundam color paints that I got in? No? Okay, so I did get some paints. I got the RX-78 yellow from Mr. Color, the RX-78 red from Mr. Color, and the Lefrif pink from Rich Mercury for the Lefrif. And yeah, I picked those up because I saw them; they were on sale. And I picked them up for cheap, so I was like, "Oh yeah, I'll just go ahead and get that." And with the white RX-78 white, I now have all the colors for the RX-78 colors. And
You got the blue?
Yeah, blue I already owned. Yeah, so now I got. Yeah, these are all the anime accurate colors. So they're the ones that were in the anime. So I have all the colors for that. So yeah, I think that's all I.
So are you gonna paint a color OG accurate colors on?
Yeah. Master Gate's gonna get that. So
So
I haven't. Go ahead.
when they say OG accurate colors, right? Do you think Mr. Hobby looks at the recipe for the paint and just say, okay, that's how they do red. Let me just bottle that up and sell that for Gundam Red?
I think this is officially partnered with Bandai because it has the Gundam. It has actually the Gundam head on it and everything. So I'm guessing is they probably went to Bandai and just got the exact, paint that they use or whatever color they use. Yeah, and just gave it to Mr. Hobby and said, "Here we go, make that." And
only thing that's weird about those paints is it to the specific Gundam? I know people, right? Like, oh no, it's not. Obviously, it's not, right? But what would you use Gundam Red for outside of? I'm assuming, is it like the same red as that's on the Zeta? Is on the same as the RX? Is on the same as the new Gundam? Like, I wonder. So when they say Gundam Red, that's kind of like a vague statement.
Well, for this one particularly, it says RX-78 red.
Okay.
So this one's particularly for the RX-78. But truth be told, nice. I would imagine this red would be the same as the red for the Zeta and the red for the other ones, because I would imagine at the animation studio, they didn't just we'll just
change it.
Completely different red.
I think obviously like the red, and this one is so minute, but the red that's on the new Gundam is different from the red because it has like the red for the
Amuro's logo.
Not Amuro's logo. On his chest, I forgot what that's called. Cockpit. Yeah. That to me looks different from the red that's on the RX 78.
It really
makes sense because they have the Char Pink, and Char Pink 1 and Char Pink 2. Okay, so that makes sense.
Sosby red. Yeah. It also makes sense that it was the film. So the film they probably had like a deeper quality red or something like that, maybe than the show. Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, some pretty good pickups, man.
Thank you.
I need to get some paint myself. What you got, CD?
I got one thing in too. Speaking of seed.
Here we go.
I did get in Master Grade. This is the Freedom Master Grade 2.0 from Seed. Also, like Austin, after watching the movie, I'm like, damn. Why haven't I built even though I've built seed kits, like why haven't I built any more? So why not?
Yeah,
there you go.
Quick warning. I know I said this before, but you have to get the metal hip part to prevent the legs. But I built it, and the legs did break on me. That hip.
You built it a few times. Didn't you? The Master Grade?
I only built the Freedom Master Grade one time. Yeah, and it broke. And you can buy that piece on Amazon. Amazon sells that particular metal piece. It's actually pretty crazy.
Freedom. Okay. Strike. I remember the one you did that you like was at the competition. You left the blades at home, so you bought the.
Yep, that was the same one. Yep, that was the same one. Same
one you just built is the Strike. Okay.
Yep.
There you go with seed kits. I don't know.
And then there's one called the Strike Freedom.
I feel like Austin just showed that box not that long ago. I got this in the building and breaking down backlog.
It probably looks the same. I'm not gonna lie. And what's funny is that there's another kit called the Strike Freedom. So it just to confuse everybody even more, and it's called the Freedom 2 or Strike Freedom.
I wonder why they did that. Because if they were supposed to mimic if they were supposed to be a retelling of the UC, it's not like RX 78-2 got that many upgrades. If at all upgrades. When
you get to Destiny, it's supposed to be a retelling of the Zeta Gundam, but I think they abandoned that trope like 30 minutes in, like halfway in, and they just say
halfway through episode 1.
Yeah, they're just like, all right, anything goes, I guess.
Well, I'll make mine quick. I didn't pick up anything. I actually did, but it's going to be on Coop's Corner because it's in the mail. So I got actually 2 things coming in. One is I think I got it on a pretty good steal that I'm excited about, and then 2 I just couldn't wait for. So.
Check Amazon. I got this. This was 45% off. Like it was like Hobby Lobby type shit. So it was like $28.
Wow. Amazon?
Yeah, plus shipping. I for sure thought I was getting duped. I'm like, I'm gonna get this box and the shit's emptied, hollowed out. But no.
Yeah, because sometimes places will put kits up there just to sell. I think I think Galactic Toys sells on Amazon.
Yeah, this came directly from Amazon. I was like, $28. That's for a
They were
master
trying to
race?
dump it. They were trying to dump it off, man. They must have too many.
So
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Might have been Hobby Lobby. I was like,
hey,
you never know. Well, let us know in the comments, people, what y'all picked up recently. Some kits, some books, some whatever the case may be, DVDs, Blu-rays, whatever y'all collect. How y'all building up and breaking down that backlog. Next up, we have What's Cooking. Mine's short and sweet as well. I haven't got a chance to get behind that booth. I got some days coming up soon, though, and I got some projects that I need worked on within ASAP within 6 to 12 weeks. So I gotta get going. I pulled the paint out for some of the kits. So I was like, all right, let me go through the paint, recognize that I need more paint, of course, as always. And I can't wait. I have to figure something out, because one project I can't wait for July 4th for like a SMS sale or something, right? Like because I'd be pushing it, especially if it's paint, it's going to get to me by like July 20th and it's going to be way too late. Right. So I have to make one project stretch for the paint I have now. So, and then I could go on to the other ones. But other than that, that's What's Cooking. And anime wise though, shout out to the homie CD who told me about this anime a long time ago. I'm watching. I started it today. I'm on episode 12 already. I can't pronounce the first part of the show.
Hajime no Ippo.
Hajime no Ippo. It's a pretty good show so far. Animation. CD said he doesn't like the animation. I like the animation. Animation is not that bad. It's not Gundam 79. So
it's like Slam Dunk too.
It kind of reminds me of Yu Yu Hakusho meets the animation meets Lupin the Third, like that type of style. But it's about boxing. A kid that gets into boxing, and y'all know me, I'm a big boxing fan, and I binge watched it. I'm like on episode 12, 73 episodes, so it's a pretty dope show.
At that pace, you gonna be done by next week.
Maybe. I did see that -1 is on Netflix now too. And I think I put a show on my list. Let me see if I can find
it. Put Scavenger's Reign on your list.
Let me see what I put on my list. It was some type of show that remind me of it be on. It looks like it'll be on like WB with Yu-Gi-Oh! And I was like, I wouldn't mind watching a show. I also had on my list, Hell's Paradise.
Hell's Paradise. It's funny. A buddy of mine actually at work was talking about that. He was like, "Yeah, have you started watching that?" And he was like, "Bro, I haven't finished all of it, but I've been reading the manga, and it's good."
Here we go. Finished. I added this to my list. Finished. Oh, it's Dragon Quest. So I added Dragon Quest to my list.
Okay.
To watch.
Okay.
Because it looks like a show like you can't really take serious, right? It's like cool. I know the animator is Akira Toriyama, gives it a Dragon Ball look, but for the people. Trying to pull up.
I was gonna say that headband is Akira Toriyama's like signature piece when you're talking about dragons or Fantasy Quest. That headband with like the diamond is what was the game series that uses his
Dragon Quest, I think.
Was it Dragon Quest? Yeah, Dragon
Quest. And I think that all I added to the list. And Kingdom versus Baki is, I think it's a movie. It's not a series. It's like a 1 hour and a half show, hour and a half movie. So I'm not really pressed on finish. I have to finish Keegan and then start Baki. It's not like I have to. And then
I went and checked Baki, and then there's Baki Hanma. Baki Hanma is what I want you to watch. That's the one. Second season they fight. He fights Muhammad Ali. So
let me pull that up. Which one is on? I think they're
both on Netflix, but one they have different starting points. So you catch Baki like in jail, coming out of jail, fighting people. Then you have Baki in high school, coming up through high school. They're both on Netflix.
So they're both on Netflix, right?
Baki Hanma.
Which
there's multiple seasons of each.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like there's Baki, the first one is season 1, part 1, season 1, part 2, and then the tournament.
Yeah, the other one's like 4 or 5 seasons.
Yeah, so I got a lot to catch up on. 2 seasons. But which one was the one you was like, yo, just watch season 2?
The part 1, part 2, and tournament. you can just watch part 2. You don't
Okay.
really have to watch the other part.
All right. So getting my anime up a little bit. So
Damn, he's fully in the cave now. The fuck is
yep.
that?
And then Kaiju number 8 caught up on, and still reading the side book. So yeah, that's it for me. What you been working on, CD?
Man, so I started. Well, first I finished my. I don't know if I talked about this last episode, but I finished this. I don't know if I showed it, but
You didn't show it last episode.
this is my Gelgoog Menace in the Raise Eyebrow colors. All done.
I'm assuming that colors in the movie.
No,
It's Destiny TV show.
yeah. So this is the Zaku Warrior. He pilots Zaku Blaze Phantom. I just took that color scheme off of that and put it on this.
It's the Galgoog Menace.
Is that the white one?
White
White
pink.
looking one? Oh, I always wanted that RE100. When I got into like Gundam, I was like, yo, to see Destiny kits, because you know they have all those RE100s. I was like, that Phantom one
Tough.
looks tough. But I never, because it's the Char clone, right? Pilots that. Because I think the Char clone is on the box.
He just got blonde hair again.
The blonde hair.
He has blonde hair. Yeah, but he's not a.
He's not the Char clone.
He has long blonde hair.
He's not the shark one of that series.
Okay.
He gets aired out too early. Well, not too early, but
It always looks dope to me that kit, especially it's good work. Okay, now I know where the colors. I thought that was from the movie. I was like, you just getting ahead of P Bandai.
nah,
But okay.
I wish. But I might dabble in some other colors. But fun fact about that was the first kit I ever painted, and my mom helped me paint it. Was the high grade version of it though, and I still do that. So all enamel paint, no top coat, no primer, so that shit snapped and cracked and popped. But I still got it, so that's dope.
Yeah.
So I did finish that, and I did start working on my Volks kit, that monstrosity I showed you guys with all the tape and stuff. So I glued and cemented these parts down, so they're all ready. No tape, as you can see, they're ready to be painted. So I'll be starting that sometime this week, getting going on some of the base colors.
Dope.
Here you go.
There you go. He's gonna become you're gonna gain so much skill out of that. It's like your skill points are gonna
Dog, just cementing. It makes so much of a difference. Like I can like turn this around without dropping anything. I can put this in and out. Like
You cemented every piece.
every piece that's needed to be cemented, which is majority of it.
There you go. Awesome, brother. What you got? What you been working on?
Oh geez. So I haven't really been building too many bigger kits. As some of you guys know, I got the narrative.
You just showed.
Yeah, I did. But that was just Snap Together. I haven't been doing any customization or anything like that. Snap Together just doesn't even count now. But no, I did put the Psycho Frame stuff on the narrative Master Grade Narrative Gundam. I didn't put all of it. I did put all of it at one point. Now I'm taking it back apart. And I can say for certain, after putting all the Psycho Frame bits on, I like it without it. So I'm going to strip most of the Psycho Frame stuff off, except for the backpack. I like the fact that the backpack has the 2 beam sabers in that position instead of hidden as before. I'm going to take out most of it. Some Psycho Frame parts are going to stay in there, but most of it's going to come out, and then I can start trying to think about customizing and what parts I want to keep, what parts I don't, and then working on that.
That's one reason I like the narrative too, because of the backpack, the beam sabers. Because the other unicorn has to be. I'm not a big fan of that forearm. I'm not. That was weak. But the beam sabers. Oh yeah, I'm a big fan of it. Got beam sabers.
Yeah, that's one reason I switched it back, because in its collapse form, they're just on the back skirt and the 2 little slots, and I'm just like, yeah, that doesn't look, no, just get it off there. Like have it actually in the back. But also, I found some time, and I don't know if I told people I was building this or not, or finished it, but I finished the Rizal, the Master Grade Rizal Commander type. This is a big kit. I did not realize how large this kit is.
Compare and contrast, if you don't mind.
Yeah. Let me grab the narrative real quick. So the narrative is not a small kit. It's about close to the new Gundam size. So
yeah, those some big boy kits.
Yeah, it's pretty large. If I can get my camera to stop doing nonsense here, so that's about equal for that. But also the gun is huge. But I didn't realize just how old this kit is. This kit's pretty old. Putting it together after building the Narrative Gundam, every other kit now seems incredibly simple. Because the Narrative Gundam was just so much for just like the chest. The chest was like, it felt like the chest was like maybe 20 pieces, while the Narrative Gundam felt like 100. So it's still an interesting build, but especially when you get to the legs almost feel like a high grade. Like they felt pretty simple. But yeah, no, I got that. So that's finished. I haven't transformed it yet, and I haven't put any of the special detail stuff because I do want to paint that eventually and scribe it. If I ever get to snap building kits. Also,
you just walked through,
right? And also, I don't know. That's true. Also, I actually have another high grade I'm going to start working on tonight. But also, I don't know if I showed this last time, but the master grade, perfect strike.
Yeah,
perfect strike.
There
Yeah,
we go.
no.
Yeah. We getting in now.
It's this is it. I'm
In
still
all its
taking
glory.
photos of it. In all of its glory. So I'm still taking pictures of it. This is just going to be the first one I probably upload for it. But yeah, I was this is it. I'm still taking pictures, but like Coop, I've been kind of in a funk for taking pictures, and there's really only 2 pictures I want to take of it. I want to do the box art for the perfect grade, perfect strike box art where it's holding the sword and the gun, and another picture of it at the back, and that's gonna be it. So I because I'm just kind of afraid of moving this. This thing is very heavy. It's much heavier than it looks. It's actually a little bit smaller than most people consider, and it's
be careful, Austin.
on this, yeah, and it's on this stand that I'm not 100%
You
convinced
gotta
by.
glue it down because it ain't coming off that stand.
Well, the thing is, I have to take it off this because the base, because I'm painting the base, and I primed up the base for it. And the base is the launcher, like the giant rail launcher for it. So that's all ready to get painted as well. So I have to eventually take it off this, but I'm a little bit worried. But yeah, no, that's all I've been working on. And I didn't. Anime wise, I've been watching, of course, Kaiju number 8. I'm caught up on. But I just started watching. What's it called? World's Greatest Assassin reincarnated as an aristocrat. Not bad. I mean, it's silly, ridiculous, absolutely asinine, and at some points so fan servicey that it's just ridiculous. Like, it's just, come on, guys. But yeah, it's trash, but it's fun trash. It's fun trash. That's it.
That's all. I mean, you like what you like,
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments, people. What have y'all been working on with some kits, figures, photos, animes, books, movies, etc. Music, if y'all been running through a couple of albums, if y'all sitting there like, oh, I like this album, it's a pretty good album, let us know in the comments below because we all in it for it. Yeah. Next up, we have What's New. Right? Kind of looking at Gunpla nerds, and I think Austin's going to be excited about this one. One of the last
spoke it into existence.
Oh my gosh, bro!
We're gonna wait a moment to get there because first up we have these Bandai 30-minute mission 144th Ace Breeze. This is a dope picture. This kind of makes me want to get them.
Just for the backdrop of the city.
Just
is that a clear visor?
Yeah,
that's a helmet with a clear visor. Okay, and you can actually see a face underneath it. Oh, that's pretty cool.
And the visor lifts up.
Yeah, and the visor lifts up. Okay, that might be worth getting. Just for that helmet and visor, if you want to make like a space cop version. Yeah.
Bubblegum Crisis.
There you go. Yeah. I thought of the same thing. It looks tough. And here goes in purple with the pink visor.
I might do that. That might be a custom.
Yeah, that's not bad.
P Bandai 30-minute missions of looks like a suit that's primed. Examus plan.
It's got the 8th MS Team backpack.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
sure does. In a briefcase.
In a briefcase, yeah.
Wow. On the word.
Okay. Then we get in some more of these armored knights.
I'm not gonna lie, dog. These Armor Knights kits look kind of tough.
30-minute fantasy.
30-minute fantasy. There you go.
I've definitely been enjoying that.
I'm okay. Too much Bionicles for me.
Too much.
I've been watching Delicious in the Dungeon. And that's just
Here we go.
Yeah, that would get you in the mood for it. Yeah.
A backpacks if you want to make your version of Wing Zero. There's going to be a lot of. I can see that coming down the pipe.
Dude, that on a girl kit would be pretty dope.
30-minute mission.
Do you notice with these 30-minute mission kits, they're getting further and further away from traditional humanoid robots. Now they're going to big, bulky, or out of proportion robots.
This is General Mech.
Yeah, now they're going into like Code of the territory.
That's all this is. This is a drone. This reminds me of Iron Man 2 when he had the guy. He sent the fake. He had the drone Iron Mans.
The drone of Iron Mans. Yeah.
That's what it looks like to me.
Oh, Armor Core
6 from Bandai. Some more Armor Core. Some more Armor Core. Are you picking any of these up, Austin?
You know what? I really want to get the Kotobukiya ones because what I've seen for the details, at least on the surface, or the Kotobukiya ones are pretty freaking awesome. These ones are a lot, they're bigger. These ones are a lot smaller. They're more the size of a high grade. They have a ton of detail for that small of a high grade, and they're still very customizable. But I might pick up one, but I think I'm going to hold out for the Kotobukiya one, maybe.
Then we have some P Bandai G frames of the Dual Blitz and the Lightning Buster Gundam. And then a G frame of the Meteor unit. More of a 30-minute fantasy. See, this looks okay.
See, I can get some like Goblin Slayer, like fantasy type. Really, they're doing well with these.
Yeah, at least they're making them uniquely fun. Like they're you don't see this from anything else.
Right. Yeah.
Like
they got a lot of them.
Yeah, you gotta have a whole clan.
Like they give you like the furry shoulder option too, like the crate for them to sit on, some beer mugs like they sitting around.
Oh, beer mugs! Wow,
wow! I might pick that up for that part. Because the dual wheel sword too.
Yeah,
and the sphere. Wow, they're making a jacket. Wow, they're going all out 30-minute mission here.
That's soft goods.
Is it?
It looks like it.
Wait, go back. Is that soft
right here? It looks like. That looks like it. That looks like a real jacket.
Yeah,
they're giving 30-minute mission some love.
Yeah, they are. And they are trying. Ooh, I might get that though. I'm not gonna lie, because I can already see like a combination you can make out of it. It's pretty dope.
That should look like Ultraman right there.
You're right. I was about to say they just need to make a series of this now. If they make a series,
Ultraman in the dungeon,
right?
That's more 30-minute mission fantasy stuff. Gee,
yeah.
Even more.
Ultraman and died, then got reincarnated as a dungeon.
Right.
Oh, they're making a G Girl for Generations of Lacus, which we all saw coming. We all saw this coming.
The question is, are you copping it?
No, it's not Kigali. Kigali is my girl. Kigali lives in my heart forever. Lacus is okay, but Kigali is the one true waifu. Yes, I simp for Kigali.
That's on the short for Austin.
Mark II of the. I'm picking this up.
What is this?
This is the Mark II Robot Spirits figure.
That's probably that too.
Probably gonna be close to 100. But look at the armaments you could attach onto that. I don't even know if the high grade come with all that.
I don't think so.
On his hip right there.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the bazooka cartridge, right? For an extra round of bazooka. I don't think the high grade comes with that. Oh wow, look at that. There's two different vent types, so you can move the arms further in.
Yeah.
Two different chest types.
So this is what Bandai needs to do. Sometimes, when it like that makes sense.
Especially for a metal figure. These are metal, right?
No, these are plastic.
Oh, these are plastic. Okay.
But you get a whole lot for $100, and I'm copping.
Could you gloss coat these and put some water slides on there and then flout them? Damn.
Okay.
Yep. You sure can. Panel line and everything. If you're good with it. What is it? Oh, Gatchaman collapsible figure of the
Strike.
What the hell?
Yeah.
That's that big ass
Power Rangers.
robot warrior.
Oh,
Gotcha.
Joking.
This is joking. Yeah. Dude, is that just one section that transforms?
Nah,
it is just one section. Dang. So it comes with 3 different like robots,
Mm-hmm.
and they all transform together to make the.
I'm assuming it's like
it's the double Zeta. That's right.
What's the thing called? Gal Gaigar, right? It's almost like a Gundam meet Gal Gaigar in this one.
Yeah, it's a double Zeta meets Gal Gaigar. So it's supposed to be like each one's a core fighter, but you take them all. It's essentially the Megazord. Yeah,
that's a hard pass. P Bandai of the Schwarzette of the figure.
I like this shit.
Not the figurized. I'm sorry, Robot Spirits. Here we have another Robot Spirits of Kai signature. This one might be. Yep. I don't know if this is still plastic because I think the Kai signature line is plastic still, but it's not metal. But it's pricey.
I might paint my DJ this color.
That'd be crazy.
It is a nice color.
The Armor Ray custom.
Yeah, that's just tough.
And Infinite Justice 2 in high grade.
Yep. There it is. I want to get this because I didn't buy the Infinite Justice Master Grade, and I think I'm M if the backpack comes out for it.
Oh, they're gonna have the backpack for it
for the Master Grade because this kit already exists. Yeah,
isn't there a lot of seed backpack P Bandai kits anyway?
Nah, there's not as many as you would think.
I see the Eclipse, right?
The Eclipse. Well, the Eclipse Gundam is just compatible with all backpacks from every seed kit.
Yeah, because it's
the maneuver pack. That's what I'm thinking of. The maneuver pack.
Yeah, the maneuver pack and the lightning strike pack for the strike are the only 2 premium backpack. Oh, besides of course the launcher and sword strike to make the perfect strike, of course. But besides those 3, that's really kind of it for master grade backpacks that are with P Bandai. The rest come with kits or are part of a kit. So the Impulse Blanche, the EX Impulse, all that stuff.
Okay, but are you picking up the high grade?
Yeah, this I do want to get. I'm going to get the Galgook Menace, the Gam Storm, and this, and the Zagok. Those 4 are really my my hunting down now for the movie.
Dual Blitz Gundam. I'm assuming this is in the movie.
Yeah.
Mecha Core Industry.
Third party.
Appreciate the design. Oh, good.
But we've seen this before, right? In third,
we have. Yeah, I appreciate the design. The design looks okay, but it's just a little bit too nighty for me. Not enough robot.
Bye.
Side 7 or exports, and then Call of Duty, of course.
High grade amazing Barbarous Lupus.
Yeah, it's
high grade.
Metaverse.
Yeah, Metaverse. That's right.
Metaverse. That's right.
Bye.
It's just red. Hey, there we go. There you go, CD.
Yeah.
I did this like 2 years ago.
Oh, you already did it. That's right. Yeah. You're like,
literally desert color scheme on mine 2 years ago.
And they saw yours and like, ooh, that's a good idea. Yes.
Take it. I was going
through Yes. Let's go.
Did you see this before I sent it to you?
Yeah, no. Yeah, when you sent it to me, that was the first time I saw it, and I literally lost it. So, and literally everybody's been sending me this. Marvin, Heavy Metal, literally everybody's been texting me this, because they all know that this is for a crappy week that has gone by. This has been the shining moment of it, and I believe all that bad karma I had around me, it was saved up for this good one, ladies and gentlemen. We have the TR6 Barzam 2, the GOAT of the AOZ redesigns. The Barzam reboot, by the way. This is it. This is it, gentlemen. I mean, this is the apex of mobile suits right here.
Downhill from here.
Right?
Is it downhill from here, though?
We'll just say it's middling success. But that's what it is. Because I mean, after this, what, the Galgook 3, the Dovin Wolf Re Xeon version, those are it. So I mean, guys, this is it. So not only do we get a new Primrose apparently, so this must be like a new Primrose accessory kit that they come with it, which will allow for all the other AOZ reboot designs to be incorporated now. We're getting different connection points, so you can connect different arms and whatnot to it if you want. But this is the TR6 Barzam 2. This is the one with the split corns, so make it like the unicorn essentially. This is, guys, this is it. This is it. And it comes in tough. It does, don't it? And the rifle is freaking sick. And it comes in at a affordable price of 51,000.
Yeah, it's probably 45. Yeah, probably about
$45 plus.
How many are you getting, Austin?
I want 2. I'll probably only get 1, but I want 2. So because the tax are going to make it $50 with the shipping. So I don't know if I can drop 100 because there's another kit that's coming out that I need to buy. So
group build this.
What?
I want to group build this. This is less tough.
You're gonna force Austin to get 2 then.
You might have to force me to get 2 then. Yeah.
You might be right.
Yeah.
I hear y'all out there. Coop, you can't group build everything. You're right. Dude, I might pick this up.
I know. I was thinking. I was like, yeah. I seen this. I was like, this is not that bad. Just
until you see
the Primrose part, bro. That long ass shit in the front.
Yeah, I know. This is a wild picture right here. They shouldn't have done this. Yeah.
Like, what is holding that beef saber?
It is the sidearm. The sidearm's right there underneath. If you zoom in, you see it. It comes up underneath from the thing, and it holds it.
That shit looks wild, man.
You don't have to pose it like that. You're fine.
And they're gonna have to take the downward angle on it too. The downward angle picture on this is wild.
And what's crazy is that like it almost looks like he's pointing at you. Like, you
see it.
You have been chosen to be my pilot.
Yeah, I'm running from that shit.
Or I'm your pilot. Which one is
you? You know you love it.
But no, this
right there, dog.
It does look dope. And of course, as always, I'm a big fan of the unicorn in unicorn mode. Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to see if I can see a picture of it. Does it have the same face? Because here it looks like the Gundam face. It's 2 different heads, but when it's closed, does it still have this face?
No. When it's closed, it has the visor. It has like the Barzam. It has the Barzam's little thing on it. So it's literally like the unicorn, where if it transforms, it opens up and the face rotates
and it reveals itself. Okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a good picture of us.
That shit's tough. I like this. Just the color scheme too, dog. I'm a sucker for some red.
Dude, I can't wait to see. Dude, exactly, bro. I can't wait to see other people's builds of this as well, because the blue and the red are that deep purplish blue and the red are the 2 like fave colors. So the red was the only one that was published in the magazine, but somebody made a garage kit version of this and painted it that deep Titans blue, and
nice glossy red
butter.
Or like a satin finish on this shit.
Yeah, or a satin finish, bro. This was perfect. Wait, what are you doing? Where are you going? Come back. Come back.
Sorry.
You don't gotta go nowhere.
What a sicko.
Oh, don't worry, you gotta go nowhere. Oh my gosh, look at it. You're back. And the missile pods on the shoulders open up. You noticed that too? They were closed, but they open up too.
Back in the wow.
Yeah, see behind it, those missile pods, they open and close. It's got double action on them.
Damn.
Just another reason to love this. Look at that.
Yeah.
I mean, I already declared it, and right now it's already showing itself.
Well, you called Kid of the Year the Barzam. We didn't know they had this extra head on it, huh? This at the toy show.
Yeah. Pictures. Yeah, they didn't show the extra head. They just showed it with the head closed. We didn't see this.
Damn.
Yeah, so it's just adding on to its legacy. It's adding on to its absolute legacy. It's literally like watching LeBron join the league. Like, you all know he's going to be great. Just give him time.
Jesus.
Good to hear, folks. It's the LeBron of kids.
Next up, you have the Gundam Barrel Strike Gundam from Gundam Breakers.
I'm not going to lie. This looks like a 1990s Taco Bell ad.
Yeah, that's like where they at. I wouldn't be surprised if they say this is where they got the color scheme from. What is it called? Jazz Wave? Is it called Wave? That color scheme that's on the cup? I think it's that. I think it's called Wave. Jazz. Yeah,
yeah.
Like that's a brand.
It's like they took the MS Paint tool, but they zoomed it into like 300% so you see all the speckles. Did one long streak.
Right, and this. I mean, obviously, if you want the game, and you're a big fan of it. Go for it. I wouldn't build it. I don't want you. I want to know anybody. I mean, I know people would, but it's a collector's piece. It will look build your kid. I don't know. Do what you want with your kids. I know people. I know. Do what you want with your kids. Next up, a model kit of a space station.
What show is this from?
This is from that same. I wonder if it's from that same line that did that artifacts. It looked like they did the airbrush kit. There was a kit that you could do an airbrush of.
Oh, like the spaceship looked like an airbrush. Yeah. Suwada? Is that what it was?
Who knows? Somebody left a comment. Damn, the wash on this is going to be crazy, and it is. Whoever put the good black and brown wash on this was engraved.
Whoa.
Yeah, look at that shit.
Whoa, dude. All the railing interconnection, dude. And it comes on the runner like that. Do you see that?
Mm-hmm.
That's just crazy.
Oh, wow. It comes on the runner like that. That's pretty cool. But it looks kind of tiny. Oh, geez, dude. Painting that is going to be a tough challenge. All right, Pencil Knight.
Right.
Good luck, brother.
Yeah, it already comes to LEDs, apparently. LEDs. Now we need you to just hook up some more, man.
Yeah.
Get all those windows.
Natural selection. Well, it looks good, though. It looks good. So let us know in the comments, people. What are y'all excited for? Austin is excited for the Barzam. Are y'all excited for the Barzam? Let us know in the comments below.
Oh, that Barzam.
I think we should let's go ahead and jump straight into the meat and potatoes of this episode. All right, because this is going to be some heavy discussion here, and like we said earlier, we're going to rank the UC series of Gundam. Oof, we're gonna have some. What's the stipulations? You want to go?
How many shows are on there?
Let's just bring it up. I
think you were on some 2 per.
Yeah, not everything could be S tier.
Mm-hmm.
Not everything could be S tier. So it stops at Twilight Access. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 right now, and that's probably not all of it because I probably can't see some. You say F91, right?
Yeah, F91's late UC.
Let me see. Do y'all see it up here so I can have it in the list?
Are you able to zoom in for us?
Probably not, but let's see.
Done. Oh, there you go. That works. Keep going. One more. There we go. Zoom on down.
Right. There we go.
F91 was under IBO on the second row, but
there it is.
I got it up there. I got it. It's right here. All right. So
that was 3.
You want to do 3? You want to do 3 in the S tier?
3 per, because there's 5.
That's the average, though. Yeah. That would be the average if you did.
We could do 2.
We could do 2 in S tier. Yeah. This is where it gets tricky. This is where it's going. So y'all want to go in order?
What we haven't seen?
Yeah. Let's go ahead and I'm just going F91 going D. Let's just get the easy stuff out of the way first.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah.
F91 goes in D.
Yeah, I like it. It's just too incoherent.
The hell is this shit playing in the bottom? It's really distracting.
Dragon's dog. It's right there. There's an X right there next to the 40th Gundam anniversary that you can hit right above it. Yeah, right there.
Thank you.
No problem.
All right, so we get an F91 in Twilight Access.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's going to get up there now. All right, let's start ranking them. Let's go. Y'all want to go in order, or y'all just want to go?
We can go in order. Whatever comes to it.
All right, let's do Origins. Origins.
A tier.
A tier.
I say A tier.
I'm Friday.
A tier. Political drama.
If there could only be two.
If there can only be two.
Or how about you can leave it up there and we can whittle it down.
All right, it's S tier. Right. S tier for right now. All right, Austin. Reason why it's S tier, if we can explain it, right? Animation of it is crazy. You know, if there's stipulations and what I'm looking for, like the breakdown, right? What makes it S tier, B tier, A tier? Story, right? Animation of its time. Obviously, we're not going to compare Gundam 79 to Hathaway, right? If the story is good, the fighting in the story is good, right? And then the mobile suits in the story. You know, and then, so you want to go overall story, right?
Yeah, we got to get the rubrics. We got characters, story,
suits, action,
suits,
soundtrack.
Yeah, okay. Origins as a whole, it starts off slow. If you watch if you watch the OVA, it starts off slow. Hour and a half movies. Hour and a half movies. The first two really drags his feet, but then after that, it really picks up and really hits home. I mean, if you're big people that's watching this, y'all probably know. If you haven't, if you're a big fan of Star Wars, this is literally the prequels that came out in the '90s, late '90s.
So it checks all the boxes for you.
It checks all the boxes. The mobile suits, animation for the time, right? The story, Char story. To me, it's perfect as a Gundam series. I mean, is there? I know it's not in it's not canon, it's not in real continuity as the UC. But what about this would make for y'all feel like it'll go further down? We'll push this to A rank.
I think you hit it right on the nail on his head. The first thing you said was it starts slow. First two, if we're gonna be S tier, it gotta be perfect all the way around. I'm fine with leaving it at S tier for now, just because we haven't gone through the list. I definitely agree with you. The story's good, the action's good. Starts off slow, but it does pick up and it finishes strong. Animation's excellent. Has a good soundtrack. I think just pacing wise, if we're just talking about OVA, like it hurts. And I think the same thing's going to be for Unicorn. But I think we'll get to the other ones. But for now, I'm fine with leaving the S until we go through the rest of the list.
Okay. Austin?
CD couldn't have said it any better. I actually know people who dropped the series because of how slow it starts.
So the fault on it right now is a slow start.
Fault on a slow start. I also would say the dialogue in it sometimes is a little bit. Yeah, sometimes it's a little bit. How can I say this? A little bit off key. It's weird because when you watch it, I think it's just because of the translation. Because I listened to the dub. Maybe the sub was better. So I can't speak on that. So from what I remember, what I saw, the dialogue was a little bit iffy. Here and there. But yeah, no, I'm more than happy to put it A tier. We can leave it at S tier if you want.
You know what? Y'all bring up some good points. I'm not going to be biased. I think a little bit of my bias it came out. The story.
That's real though. That's the whole thing about when they were doing these tier lists. Like,
I think Origins as a whole, like I said earlier, is really good. The slow start, y'all are right. That's 3 hours worth of slow start. That's 3. I mean, if you watch the OVAs, it's about an hour 15, hour 30 again per movie. There's 6 movies, 5 movies, 6 movies, and if you watch the first 2, you're like 3 hours in, and it's golly. Yeah. So and then only thing that kind of gripes me about the story is the actual Char Aznavour character. Like that's like
the real one, yeah,
like that's a reach. Come on, man. You couldn't let him read a book and say, "Yo, I want to be Char. I like this character." Like my man McGillis in IBO, who read a book and was like, "Yo, I want to pick up all his traits." Right? But you gave him a twin who's not related to him. Who's the only thing different is
his literal doppelganger just happened to be.
Go figure. So I'll put it at A. You're right. Gundam, the overall show. Gundam 79.
It has its moments, and then it definitely has negative moments. Man, that's a tough one.
I'm gonna say B for me.
I was gonna
right?
say B as well. Yeah,
Because the animation for its time is good. Obviously, the soundtrack. I mean, if we're going off the rubrics, it's good, but then it has its moments, and then you get those slow episodes.
It's between B and C for me. I'm not gonna lie to you.
the re-release movies did it better, in my opinion. Movie 1 and movie 2 especially. They kind of condensed everything, got rid of a lot of the filler, and just beelined what you need to watch. The original series, you could tell sometimes they were trying to make the show last 59 weeks or 52 weeks. So yeah.
All right, and I'm not giving it just no credit because it's because it's like, oh, it's the original. Who cares, right? At the end of the day, Michael Jordan is better than Bill Russell. Yeah, at the end of the day, and I give it up to Bill Russell, but at the end of the day, Michael Jordan was better. He came in, even though he came after. So I don't want to hear people say, "Oh, so you gotta put it at the top," because no, we don't. This is when I think, if we're looking at it, this is going to be the first, if anything, for sure, S tier is going to be Infamous team.
I have no complaints.
I'll put S.
S tier.
I've got no complaints at it being S. Yeah,
has the best fighting scene in all of Gundam series between the Goof and Easy 8. Mobile suits, story,
a romance that works.
Boots on the ground. Sometimes we want to see the boots on the ground.
Their beginning, middle, and end.
Correct. Like you talked about before, Austin, with the every week is a new bad guy type of thing. Like it's almost a different issue every episode. 12 episodes, 12, 13 episodes with middle report at the end. It's definitely, and the soundtrack is amazing. It works. It absolutely works. So I think for sure S tier, Infamous team. So we're down to one spot, and I'm glad I talked through it, because that would have halted everything else. To the other series. Next up, we can go in order of the series. I'm not gonna do Char's counterattack right now. So how about we do what we got? War in the Pocket, or let's do Dawn's Island, since it's kind of what we want to do. Animation's good. The fight scene at the end's pretty good, but there's a very lack of fight scenes. And by say lack of fight scenes, I mean what? There's three. Yes. Yeah.
There's the beginning, the city, and the end, and that's it.
Yeah. And then for this to be a one episode in the series turned into a movie stretched out, it really, towards that middle part, you could really feel it getting flushed out. Like, golly.
You can tell, like, this is just one episode, and they had to throw some shit in there.
And you can tell it's trying to be the classic samurai movies, like from Akira Kurosawa. Like it's the rogue who lands on the island, not rogue, the military man who lands on the island but learns spiritualism and tranquility and finding your inner peace and being happiness and stuff like that. The thing is that in Gundam that works. But that story is like 15 minutes in that old episode.
Right. So what made y'all think y'all could stretch this out?
I was like, this is kind of an hour.
And it's cool for 15 minutes, but like, who cares?
My fault. Yeah, last week I kept hitting the daggone thing, and I could hear it when I was fixing the videos and stuff.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, you're right. It's like, how do you take a 15-20 minute episode and make it to a movie? I mean, I get it. You update the animation, you can finally see it. Everybody was excited to see the RX and the origin style animation. It was dope, but they could have did it a different way. They could have just said, here is, I would have been completely fine with them saying, here is the first movie, Gundam episode 1, right? Like the movie
Origins.
In origin style, and give it to me in dub.
Yeah, everybody was really excited to see the Amuro origins, the origins version of Amuro, because they wanted to see what different. And I mean, he was in it definitely. It's just that all of it. You're like, can he get back in the robot?
Yeah. So was this just a push to sell 8 P Bandai kits? Because that's all.
I legitimately think that this was an attempt to tell a good story, but they focused so heavily on the story that it stopped being anything else than that.
This feels like, to me, You know when movies do, or companies do, I got to put out a movie because I got to keep the license.
Mm-hmm.
This is what that feels like. Like,
Don't forget about Origins.
yeah,
Don't forget about Origins.
Yeah, don't forget about Origins. We got to do something because our Origins license is up in like 2 years. So what are we going to do? Let's just make Done's Island a movie. That's what it felt like.
Are you sure you don't want to do an attack on the base? No. Just Done's Island because it's a meme. It's a meme, and the kids love memes.
Yeah, the kids love them. Right? We could finally do that kit with the face design.
Yep.
Next up, we have War in the Pocket. And
Ooh,
what is that? It floats right here, right?
It floats at A. It floats at A, bro.
A?
It floats at A. Yeah.
A.
I would put A. I would put A. Memorable
characters. Is it hit all marks on characters?
Yeah, Bernie, Al, Christy. Yeah,
it has
Cyclops
a really good
team.
story.
Has a really good story.
Yeah, Cyclops team too.
Action.
3. And once again, it's like 3 or 4 fight scenes.
3 or 4 fight scenes. In an OVA, in a 7-episode OVA, 30-minute episode. So the episode's length is good too.
But here's my argument for it. I remember vividly the fight scenes. Every single one of them in War in the Pocket live in my brain, almost scene by scene, and I remember them distinctly. You can remember, but not just that. In those fights, you remember the Jim Cold type getting shot and then shooting itself. Right, you remember the Camphor's first launch with the mines and the armor, and you remember the final fight with Bernie and Christy. Right, Chris, you remember all that distinctly.
Animation was good, soundtrack was good.
Yeah.
All right, A tier for sure. I'll take it. I'll take it. Not a lot of good suits come out of that though. Well, you get the
Camphor.
You get the actually. No, I'm sorry. You get the Camphor. You get the Alex.
The Jim Sniper 2.
Jim Sniper 2. And yeah, I mean, if you want to dabble into like the Cold District GMs and
the Cyclops team's Aqua suit.
What is it? High something? Is that the
Hygog?
Hygog? Is it the Hygog? Who knows? I was just trying to figure out who's this female right here though. That's in the corner. Who is
that's the male character. This is the manga art. No, not manga art. This is the art made by the artist, but he's famous for having same face. So everybody looks the same.
That's Birdie.
That's
Birdie. Yeah.
Wow. I'm sorry.
I don't blame because I was thinking the same thing. I'm like,
I'm trying to figure out who's the female, but I was like maybe the mom. But yeah, okay, I'll take it. Well, I'll take War in the Pocket at a solid A. Right? What y'all think of the list so far?
I'm for it.
No, I'm for it. No,
I'm still Granddaddy OG BC, the more C me, but I'm fine with B.
Yeah.
The story, animation at the time, mobile suits, action.
I just keep seeing like people redoing like some of the scenes, dog, and them shits was
wait, which show are we talking about?
I'm talking about OG.
Oh, gotcha.
79.
Gotcha.
Next up, Gundam 83. Stardust Memory.
I can do this to you.
B, it's okay. 13 episode OVA, action in it. It has action in it. Has mobile suits.
Do we care about suits?
3, but it gives you 3. The Drobium, it got to go to B tier.
We'll burn them. But here's the thing: the Drobium is one scene.
But you get 3 upgraded suits, right? You get GPO. You get the GPO full burning. So you get 2 of the first one, GPO 2, GPO 3. Right?
You get the
4 GPOs.
What is it? The Psalis?
Yep.
You get a lot of good designs, and the animation was really good. You get the Galgoog Marine. Here's my issue: the characters. They're so unlikable, most of them. I'm just like mostly the important ones. Let me rephrase, not all of them. The important characters for me are just so unlikable. It can sit at B, but for my own personal standing, the characters are so bad. I would
this
almost
shit
want to
in
put it in C or D, maybe C. It deserves it, but B.
You gotta take the bias out of it,
alone-
Austin.
I know. That's what I'm doing. If I'm looking at it in like a vacuum, and if I were to ignore, like let's say I had to get up and make a sandwich every time the characters were on screen, right? I would be left with good action, a fantastic soundtrack, a god tier level soundtrack. Right, not even that, but also good sound editing too. This all around would be a fantastic anime. The problem
The story was good though too. The story was good.
But I mean, like it's.
You don't think the story with Lieutenant Burning going chasing after the GPO2?
I think Gato was more interesting. I wanted more Gato on the screen. But you know what? No, Cooper, you're right. That premise sounds amazing, but they should have taken the main character out and just put Maverick from Top Gun in it. Like just have him isekai'd from a different world and put him in it, and it would have worked.
So let me ask you this: we can make this simple. Obviously, you're going to choose 83 before any of these two down here to watch, right?
83. Oh yeah. Whoa.
Before F91.
I actually kind of like F91, but I understand that it's such a chaotic mess of trying to follow anything that's happening in it that Star's Memory would be more coherent of a story, and F91 is shorter. But
yeah, would you put
remove my bias? Remove my bias. Put it B tier. Put it B tier.
B tier.
Just put it there so we can move on. And I can go back to being me.
Then we look at the Igloo run. 1, 2, and 3. Did y'all watch Igloo?
Yeah, I remember there was
watched
3 of them though.
I've only watched I think 1 or 2 of them. I didn't watch the whole thing.
Unless this is this.
So I'll leave the decision up to you guys. I'm not sure.
There's one of them that was the first one was really good, and then the second one was.
Yeah, I remember the first one being good. I don't know if it.
I want to say this is the first one, and then the next 2.
D, yeah, because I can't even remember. And this is perfectly good with me.
Okay, I'm fine with it as well. Zeta.
Woo!
Where does Zeta fall?
Dude, did you guys finish Zeta yet?
No.
I'm okay with it.
I got you. I'm just trying to say it because when you put it in perspective of the ending and like how it all comes together.
What are you saying, Austin?
Dude, it's S tier.
Oh Lord,
it's S tier.
So you're telling us if we can only have 2 S tiers,
it's S tier. But I leave the decision up to I leave it up to you guys. I cast my vote for S tier.
S tier. Look what's left.
I recently finished. Not recently. I finished it some time ago, and just remembering oh my god, the last phrase of I won't spoil it. There's a certain character that dies.
There's a lot of heat left.
There is a lot of heat, but I mean, I'm already telling you, like I know what's coming, and because let's
look at
Zeta,
the rubric.
Zeta has become crazy good. Now the animation takes a hit, but because how old it is, I won't hold that against that. Characters top tier. Right, Noah's back.
Yeah,
Char as at his best. Amuro comes in and literally Camille
is probably one of the best
characters,
one of the best main characters.
Story,
Emma Sheen. Oh my god, story's pretty damn good.
Federation versus Federation, pretty much. A lot of action.
A lot of action.
A lot of mobile suits.
A lot of snow suits, and some of the best mobile suit designs and silhouettes ever made. One of the best soundtracks.
So if you said that's the list, that's the rubric we gave it to 8th MS team, and then if we're going off what we said,
okay, so let's all right then.
But the only knock you had was animation, right?
But I'm not going to hold that against it because it's old. It's older.
Then according to the rubric,
it's an S tier.
It's got you got to move it up there.
Well, if you're watching the new translation version, then the animation's great.
But that's where you get kind of thrown off with the new translation because it has a different ending. 50 episodes, long drawn out episodes.
They're not long drawn out. They are good. Like each one is pretty much leading to something, and they all. The great thing is that they all lead to this fantastic ending. Dude, it's literally is the Dark Knight of the series. It's the Empire Strikes Back of the series.
Move it up there, and then if we got to move it down, we got it.
If we got to move it down, we got to move it down.
Okay. Right now,
Right now,
Zeta,
top 2 is
eighth
solidified.
domestic, and that's it.
Jesus.
We're only allowed to put 2 in S tier because there's
Yeah.
one more series that's up there too.
No, we can't throw everything in S tier now, Austin.
Can we make an exception for one more? I'm not asking for everything. I'm just asking for 3. 3 is the magic.
My
number.
favorite has to go up there. That's all I'm gonna say.
We'll get to it. We'll get to it.
I already know your favorite. Yeah.
Next up, we have double Zeta.
Better than you think, but not as good as you remember. B tier.
B tier. Yeah, B tier. Now this is when it gets dicey. This is when it gets dicey, people. Char's counterattack. Where does Char's counterattack fall?
A tier, kind of.
A tier? Is it
B tier? A or B?
I'm putting it at B tier.
Okay.
The only reason why is it's a lot in the middle. It's a lot. You get the Sazabi within like the first 3 minutes. He takes care of everybody, wipes everybody out, and then after that fight on, was it Axis they fought on? Was it Axis or was it
Axis was the last fight? Yeah.
Okay, so the first fight, right? Then you get a lot of politics in the middle.
A lot happens. There's so much going on. Pacing is da 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 da, which has always confused me. Why people were like the Freedom movie is fast pacing. I was like, yeah, Gundam has fast pacing. That's what Gundam does, right? But I thought you were going to say one other name.
Quest. Yes,
Quest.
That's annoying.
Yeah.
So
her motivation and character motivations is just,
which automatically affects what's Bright Sun's name?
Hathaway.
No, Hathaway.
Hathaway's his own bullshit.
Yeah.
So, okay, I'm fine with B.
All right. Next 3.
Let's go ahead.
Let's go ahead and get let's break down. Let's just work our way to the best 2. So out of this 3, which one goes? I want to go ahead and
go ahead.
I want to go ahead and remove. I want to go ahead and put narrative. Let's put narrative up here first.
Okay.
And then we get to talk.
I'm fine with B. I think it's better than
C.
Ooh.
See, that story is just so chopped.
Yeah, I'll give it that. The story isn't the greatest. But it. I don't know, Austin. It does show you the first.
I like the suits. I like the soundtrack. I like the animation. I do like the fight scene. Story, characters, yes. Story and characters, yes.
I'm not sure the soundtrack. Go ahead.
The story gives you the first time to see like a true power of a true new type. Yeah, right? Because it's the first time you really see one of what a new type power could really do if you're a true new type. I mean, I know you could talk to people, but to pilot a mobile suit
into the future.
By the way, I don't know. This is a side note. I don't know if anybody knows this, but if you watch UC Engage, which is the mobile game version of it, in NT, there's actually a scene of NT where you see all the kids together when they were younger, and it has a whole extra scene of animation and story in it. So if you get a chance, watch that. It might bridge some gaps, and it shows you what's happening during this time during the UC, what the kids are up to when they're getting trained. But back to the list. The story for me is just a bit chopped. I'm not a fan of the music. In my opinion, it only has one good fight scene. And then after that, it's kind of just maybe 1.5 good fight scenes.
Because every pack for this the narrative was a good fight scene. When the introduction of the A pack.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, right? Yeah. No.
Okay.
The fight with the B pack in the colony is epic. That's awesome with him in the Sinanju. That one's awesome.
And then the final fight won't?
Nah, the final fight, in my opinion, wasn't. It was just like, here's the Neo Zingong again. Here's
So what's keeping you away from
the escort mission with the Jagan, that escort Jagans when they get ambushed? That was a dope fight scene. That was brutal and just effective.
What's keeping it from up here being right beside Char's? I cannot put narrative.
The story needs to be more coherently told. Like, it can't be choppy, jumping around left and right, and then try to
the flashbacks and all that.
Yeah, I don't mind flashbacks, but the thing is that you have to keep it together, like for your plot. Like at first a plot you have to keep together, and then you can do a flashback, and then keep together. This does flashback, and then here flashback, and then here flashback, and then here, and you have to kind of put it together as if it's a puzzle piece. In the book, apparently it makes sense because in the book it's more of a journey, but I think they followed the book too much. It was one of those times where the animators could have really kind of decided to do something different and make a better telling in the terms of animation compared to a book. That's why I like Gundam Sentinel needs. I don't want a retelling of Gundam Sentinel exactly how it is because it will be incoherent as an anime.
All right, I'll keep it there. I'll keep it at C. It's just me being not biased. I see what you're saying. It is one of my favorite Gundam movies. Do I agree that it should be on the same level as Igloo and Dawn's Island?
Even I don't think it should be there, but I don't know where else to put it. Is it on the same level as Char's Counterattack?
I think so.
We'll leave it to the comments. You tell us.
We'll leave it to the comments. Next up, what y'all want to do?
Hathaway.
We'll do Hathaway.
Hathaway.
Yeah.
This is where I got Hathaway.
Okay. CD.
I got Hathaway right now as a C.
I think it's better than narrative, but I can see why you have it at C.
I think it's better than narrative as well.
Okay, so it goes B. Hathaway starts off great. First 15 minutes is great. Right?
The rubric. So we got the
stories. Characters are trash to me.
All of them?
The characters?
Yeah.
Like characters?
I don't like what's his, I don't like Hathaway's character's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Gigi?
But you don't really Gigi, no.
I understand that. Yeah. I understand that. Gigi's just another quest.
The captain, terrible.
Oh, terrible! Really?
The captain is terrible.
Really? What don't you like about the captain?
To me, I don't like how brash he. I mean, maybe this again is obviously personal, but too cocky. He doesn't. He's like what did he say? He said he rode in on a horse. And
he said, "See, I told you this would be faster."
Yeah, no, he said, I forgot what he said. Something, well, one thing he said to Hathaway was like, "Look, I'm just going to have her for the night. You don't need to know what I'm about to do with her." Right? He told her that. He was just too. He rode in on a horse, an aristocrat type of captain.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of reminds me of the dude, Federation's version of the guy who had the Gien in the mobile suit.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Very brash and arrogant.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm not a big fan of him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a big. The story, I don't know the story, and it doesn't tell you a real good. It doesn't give you enough. It doesn't tell you enough.
Piece a lot together, and really, it doesn't give you an exact answer of what's going on. It just kind of assumes
exactly.
And it halfway through the story, it's just oh, you find out he is a terrorist, and you're just you're trying to figure this out, but why? Yeah, dude, it's we know because we go through backstory. We know what's going on, but to an average person, now, real quick, in defense of that captain, that arrogance comes back into play. There's a reason why they're setting him up as that a-hole. But
I bet it is.
Yeah.
But again, you have to know the story to know that, right? You have to.
I'm fine with you putting it out to C because it's not complete.
Well,
that's another thing, yeah.
Even if it's not complete, let's just look at it as a whole for what it is right now, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The fights, the first 15 minutes in the Messer carried the movie. Right?
Oh boy, that Messer fight scene, that night fight in the city.
Night fight was. So, do you give it out of an hour and a half movie? You give the first 20 minutes. I mean, give 20 minutes to make it a B rank to put it up here with 83. Put it up here with Char's Counterattack.
Speaking of that, on YouTube, there's a reason why it is the most replayed clip from that movie is the night fight scene in the city, and not the Penelope and Cassie fight, and not the opening fight on the airplane.
Go ahead and put it down and C.
I'm gonna put it at C, fellas. I just can't.
I'm fine with it.
In the Penelope and Cassie fight, too dark,
lackluster.
Wasn't as great yet. I shot my beam rifle. Good job, man.
In this movie leans so hard on Hathaway's Flash that it kind of fails to stand on its own. Yeah. It needs the crutch of a previous movie to help. A movie that came out 20, 30 years ago for it.
The Char's Counterattack, right?
Yeah. So it needs that to hold up, and it
just doesn't.
It's tough.
It's tough. And now we're here. One of the most recent.
Who wants to go? Because I can say right now. What are you doing?
I'm throwing it at 18.
That's no way.
18.
Okay. Let me say this.
Hold on before we get going. Before we get going. Unicorns at A tier.
Mm-hmm.
Now you have to convince me to either move Zeta or AFMS team down if we're doing the whole two. Because right now the minimum for is an A. Now you have to convince me to move either Zeta, Austin, or AFMS team.
Okay, CD, may I take the reins real quick?
Go ahead.
We can agree AFMS team is not going, right?
Guys. So now we can ceremoniously remove Zeta because I just wanted to be at the S tier temporarily until we came to Unicorn. And you can put Unicorn right there. We go.
Easy. But Unicorn is the most complete series to me.
The ending is the ending sometimes is a little bit wobbly, but it's still built such a strong foundation that I'm okay with it. It has the best soundtrack I think I've heard in a Gundam, especially one of the best themes in a Gundam series I've heard in a long time. Some of the best animation, some of the funnest fight scenes, and the fact that it feels like you're watching an Indiana Jones series, but with Gundam and with a hero you actually like. Banagher is actually enjoyable.
Right.
And all the other characters around him are enjoyable.
Yeah.
The growth of the characters, the suits. You get so many suits, fight scenes, storytelling.
It's top notch. I mean, if you watch it from episode or OVA 1 to OVA 7 over the rainbow, that last one, right? And you get everything that a Gundam title should give you. You get the Battle of Torten, the base fight, right? You get characters that you not necessarily want to like, but like not the twins, the brother and sister at the Battle of Torten when she was ripping through in a mobile armor, and he got the
GM sniper or the Zaku sniper.
Yeah, the Zaku sniper. I enjoyed those characters for that brief moment. I wish that Gundam did a side story with just those two characters.
Now, I will also ceremoniously say, I know in the past I said the Unicorn has issues, and to me it still does. And I remember at one point I said it was not the best ever. But when you truly do think about it, I would watch Unicorn again, over and over again before I watch almost anything else on this list.
It could get kind of
a little bit long in the middle.
A little long in the middle, but because when he was trying to find himself with the other captain, the lieutenant, right? But I understand that they needed to flush that out and for him to grow. That's the growth scene, right?
Character building,
yep. Shonen's training arc, right? Almost.
Gotta go off to the desert real quick.
Yep. Let me learn. Obviously, the mobile suits. Each character, again, going back to each character. I mean, Minerva, the one that pilots the Cassatria. Her name is. I always get her name confused with. Is it Minerva? Is her name Minerva? Or is it Audrey?
Audrey.
Oh,
Audrey
is Minerva. Audrey equals Minerva.
Yep.
Okay, I can't remember the pilot of the Cassatria. It is something. I'm drawing a blank.
One of the PAL clones.
Yeah.
Clones,
she does good. That ending scene when she is in new type, when she's in spirit form, she's like Cruz. Her last name is Cruz. She's like her first name Cruz, and she's like Cruz.
Marina Cruz.
Marina Cruz. Marina Cruz signing off. Right when she said that, I said,
after you grew to like her too, like.
So, and also just a little tidbit, side note: if you watch Zeta, that saying holds even more weight. So, but just continuing, there's that there too.
Ensign Riddy, one of the best anti-heroes. It's not turned hero, protagonist, whatever you want to put him at. I like him. I like him a lot.
I like Riddy until I didn't, and then I liked him again. I liked him, then he had a turn, and I didn't like him, and then I liked him.
Once he got the Banshee, is that when you didn't like him?
That's when I didn't like him, because that character, because his whole archetype then was for a girl, and then the girl rejected him, so he got emo and got a black suit and said it's not a phase, and then at the end of it was like, okay, it's a phase because I did something wrong.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
I see.
but the thing is that everything else is so good around it that
only-
it's worth it. And plus, when he's in the Delta Plus,
Yeah,
bro, he was owning people in that Delta Plus.
What do you say, man? Pass me the gun. The unicorn, I can't do it, man. If you can't do it, wow.
Bro, in space, when he transformed, he threw the beam saber out, transformed, caught it, cut the Zaku in half, took its gun and shot another one, transformed and dipped. And I was like, oh my god, this dude was like, get out the way.
And only thing, if I have to put an asterisk on what I don't like about Unicorn, and this is something that's kind of good anyway, because Gundam has a lot of replay value. All these series up here, you could rewatch a lot and pick up a lot of new nuances. The Laplace's box, you're not going to understand that on the first run. I don't think you're going to understand that on the first run. And not understanding why Federation wanted to make sure it didn't get in Zeon's hands, and you want to know why Zeon wants to get it. On the first run, I was like,
the answer doesn't make any sense when you first hear it, and you have to watch it back. And then, of course,
probably going back and watching and really understanding the 1 year war of why they're fighting, what's the whole purpose of it, going back and watching other series and saying, okay, that clicks and that dawns. But go ahead.
I was gonna say, like Hathaway leans so hard on Char's counterattack, right? This movie leans on it, but not as much. Yeah. Leans on his prior stuff, but we got it as we were watching. Maybe that might be because Unicorn just had more time to tell the story. But no, that's essentially one of the reasons why I think it's S tier. It did everything that we would usually not like, and it somehow did it greatly. So,
all right. And then obviously the mobile suits and the animation and everything. Animation sometimes for the Unicorn, that first few got kind of transformation.
You could tell they were saving the money. Yeah. You could tell they were saving money.
Like how many times this guy got to float in the same head pointing due north every time, right? Like, come on, man.
And the animators were thinking, like, can you transform off screen, please, just once?
Yeah. And then this is just nitpicking. The whole I could lift. You would think a mobile suit could carry a battleship, if anything. Like, he has to almost be perfectibility, or turn out perfectibility, awaken to pull the ship up to connect it, to get it to tether onto the not white base, but whatever. I think it was white base? White base.
Not Argama. The Argama, which we'll call it clone.
Yeah, but it had to do all of that. And he had to kind of, that was weird. But overall, I think S tier is good for Unicorn. Full Frontal is, if not my favorite antagonist in the series. But Najee, I don't know if he's my favorite protagonist, right? But
we'll have to do a tier list of that.
Yeah, we'll do the tier list of that later. Yeah.
Now. Let's make it tricky. I know Austin, where Austin's going to sit. Does Zeta stay up here at B?
Yes.
At A?
Yeah. Yes.
Just doesn't move up?
That?
Because how close it is to Zeta now?
The problem with
Char's counterattack mean people. Do we move Char's counterattack up closer because how close it is to the story of Zeta? Is it?
I would say no. I would say it'd be just because its story is so surface level. There's only deeper meanings probably here and there, but it very much lives on the surface of what it is. It's literally called Char's counterattack. It's literally about the counterattack. it's not really. There's nothing too much crazy more about it. So I don't know. We can move it to A, but B, I feel like it lives there.
I think it'd be fine at B. What about this list is shocking? Like, what about this list?
Hathaway is lower than I thought it would be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think that's about. I think that hype train for Hathaway was tremendous, as it should be. But once you sit down and watch it a few times, it just doesn't.
Bro,
20 minutes of a movie.
Is that because we're comparing against series? If we had a Gundam movie list, you think it'd be C?
Yeah.
Yeah, and since there's a lot less Gundam movies too, it has a lot less competition to go up against. These are some heavy hitters.
Yeah, I think it would be Endless Waltz. Obviously, it's S tier.
We didn't do Thunderbolt.
I mean, my fault.
Is Thunderbolt? Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. Thunderbolt's not a movie. It's an OVA, right?
Yeah, it's an OVA, but it's not part of the. I mean, if y'all want to, it's right here. Do you want to put Thunderbolt in there
as a whole?
As a whole, because of how people say it's not really UC. It's like its own retelling of UC.
It's its own universe. I would say B tier.
B tier. Okay, so we are putting it up there as a whole.
If we were.
Let's go ahead and do it. I'll say B tier as well because the first one is damn near S tier.
The first one's God tier.
But the second one really brings it down. And do I feel like if we put that first one here at S tier, right? Let's just say, right, and then the second one will bring it down. I think the second one would drop it
down 2 spots.
Down to 2 spots.
Yeah. And then when I go, okay, let's put it right here at A tier, right? Or let's just keep it at S tier because of the first one. And we only could keep 2. It's not beating out Unicorn or HMS Team. So I automatically could put down right here, right? And then the second movie really doesn't live up to the par as War in the Pocket, as Zeta. No. It shouldn't be on this level.
Nah. It goes down, yeah. So for those listening, that's a lot of back and forth. Just know Thunderbolt's at B.
New type.
But dude, new type tier. But dude, no, you hit the money on the head, dude. The first part of Thunderbolt literally was everything you wanted. Everything you wanted. There's no, and to speak of new types, there's no new types in it. These are all just soldiers. Just being gritty. And you're like, oh, yes. And then the second one, well, here comes the spirituality of it, everybody. Gear up. We're going to the Arctic. Why?
I was shocked that that Char's counterattack wouldn't have been higher. I feel like a lot of people love Char's counterattack, but I think a lot of people love the suits. Right. I think a lot of people love the new Gundam and the size of B due to its size. Obviously, kits iconic.
Kids, definitely have like the lasting effect, but no one's racing to go watch Char's counterattack.
Yeah, the suits will fly. The gunpla will fly off the shelves probably before the anime would.
And essentially, it's the farewell from Amuro and Char. So it's a whole generation of watching Amuro and Char, the main protagonists of the series.
That should bump it up, though, right? You would think that would bump it up, but again, I don't know how.
It's so service level, though.
Yeah, I don't know how in depth they wanted to get, but they're not really telling us the ending of Char and Amuro. We just assume that they're missing in action. Oh wait, one of them is dead, right? Well, one of them is for sure dead.
Amuro dies in the manga, I feel like.
Yeah, they're both missing in action. They're both technically described as missing in action, but we all accept that they're dead because in Unicorn you see Char's spirit take away full frontal, so Char's dead, and in Hathaway you hear Amuro talk to Hathaway. So
but that could just be heightened new type abilities.
It could be. It seems unlikely because it seems like usually when people talk to you in your head, they're dead, or if people talk in your head, you're usually looking at them when they're talking to you, like telepathically.
Yeah,
like Lala.
That's right. Lala or Camille and Zeta, or I'm trying to remember in Unicorn there was a scene where somebody said something. It's like, "Did you hear that? I heard it too." But it wasn't when Cruz died. It was a scene before that. Okay, I mean I like it.
Hey man, I'll say this: Hathaway, that second movie better be a banger.
It has to.
Whenever
if you give me 4 years, if you give me 4 or 5 years worth of waiting, it better be.
They got enough money now. Seed gave them all the money. They got no excuse now.
Sheesh. Damn, but I'm all right with it. Take a screenshot of that. I gotta see shit for me.
Are we gonna do turn A since turn A is technically UC? Are we gonna do turn A since turn A is technically UC? Yeah, right there. In Victory Gundam is UC as well.
Go ahead.
I got you.
What you did? Yeah,
you're right.
Have you seen turn A though?
At Hobby Town.
That's right.
Yeah, they
It's not bad. It's C tier at the very least, buddy. C tier. I know there's a lot of Turn A fans out there that will say technically it's S, but it's C tier.
Until you give me a dub, I'm not doing it.
Until you give me a dub. Okay, I'll see you on that. I'll see you on that.
It had plenty of time to give me a dub.
I'm not in any rush to try and move it up either. I know I say it's good, but I'm not gonna fight for it. That's right. You in the comments are gonna have to fight for it, not me.
Oh, there goes Thunderbolts, the first one. So we could rank them separately.
Oh, we can rank it separately. Okay.
Yeah.
A tier.
Right.
Hell yeah.
A tier. And then with that, then
separately. Yeah.
Separately.
Yeah. Separately. Yeah.
Oh, that's hard for me. That is, y'all.
That's
come
tough.
on now. That's tough for me to put the second movie right on the same line as this. Yeah, that is tough for me to put the second movie of December Sky. I mean, Bandit Flower on the same level as narrative.
But we could be saying one's a C minus, and that could be a C plus.
I feel you.
That could be that 79. That could be that 70.
Further to the left is a lower grade. Further to the right is a higher grade.
You want to like organize them?
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
We gave that's the 79.
If you're listening on Spotify, we're literally now reorganizing them from left to right. This list be damned. We're gonna make it work.
I'll give it that.
All right, there you go. That works.
Ooh, is this in order?
Thunderbolts 1.
Thunderbolts. Yeah, Thunderbolts next to Origins or 1. Either one.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. That's good.
That's
good. Yeah. We'll watch that in that order too. Yeah.
What about
S? S is right there. S is in order. S is already in order. Eighth MS team. I can't.
I don't know.
Animation is crazy in 8th MS team. I feel you on Unicorn. But the middle portion, like we said, that middle portion feels drawn out. There's nothing really drawn out in 8th MS team. There's nothing bad about 8th MS team.
We're missing one. We're missing, I think, 2, but we're missing 1 or 3 actually. We're missing one very important one though.
What's that?
The bottom right hand corner, G Savior. Secret S tier? Secret S tier? No, it's going to be G tier. Let's see. They also have the movies. So the Gundam, the original Gundam movies. And then they have G-Reco. And G-Reco is technically UC as well.
I remember that. Where the fuck is
F tier?
G-Reco's top. And the 4th one. Yeah, there, you just passed it. The top 5th one over. So keep going. There it is. Stop.
There we go. There we go.
Yep. And what about the movie retellings of the original series?
I only see one. This is it. Did you see the other?
Yeah. I think that's all of them.
I didn't drop that on the D line too. That's
no. Look at the C.
At the end of C. Okay.
Yeah, at the end of C.
Yeah. The rest I think are third party. I mean, third other universes. Yeah.
Yeah. 8th MS team has no bad hole. It has no holes. 8th MS team has no holes.
1A, 1B.
No.
1A, 1B.
8th MS team has no holes. 12 episodes. Only hole about it, if anything, they could have made it.
Wait. Does Unicorn have more good music than 8th MS team does?
I like the intro and outro of 8th MS team.
Okay, that's 1 and 2. What else?
And then the some of the orchestra
soundtrack today.
But is it just the opening, or is it just the opening?
No, it's the whole soundtrack.
I gotta listen to the whole sound. I gotta listen to the whole soundtrack of Unicorn, because I only really know the intro and then when a unicorn appears.
Okay.
The one that plays when the statue transforms. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. That's
all I get. I don't no copyright.
Yeah, you do get a copyright strike.
Only thing about 8th MS team, if I had a gripe about it, is shit. I wish it was a little bit longer, but maybe 2 to 3 episodes. 2 to 3 episodes.
Okay, would you say Unicorn's the perfect length then?
No.
You think it was shorter or longer?
I didn't. I watched the OVAs. 7 episodes, with the last one being close to 2 hours. hour and a half. There you go.
That song is dope. I'm sorry, but that song's tough, man. That song is damn good.
It is, but the intro to 8th MS Team, though. That's
the thing. That intro is pretty good, but I don't know, man. I don't know. When you're gearing up to go to the gym, which one do you listen to?
When I'm driving, I'm gonna listen to 8th MS Team and gearing them to the gym, everything, all that.
Getting hyped, unicorn.
When I'm building a unicorn, sure. That's tough. That's tough.
Both bots. I'm not gonna lie.
Both are good. Both are good.
Bots.
All right. So hey, here's the good thing. We don't gotta switch back and forth. It's just a coin. Both sides of the same coin.
But only thing about it, if we just like I said, that desert scene. I mean, I understand why that portion in the middle.
Oh yeah. Yep. That was all character development.
Yeah. 8th MS Team, you getting it straight right out of the package, Jack. From episode 1.
I'll take it as an S.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Hey, but the thing is, look who's trailing behind him, though. And to be honest with you,
don't do that.
That first one, Thunderbolt.
And to be honest with you,
and it's go ahead.
Then we can do 3.
No, if we have to keep it at, if we have to keep it at 2,
no, do 3.
If we keep it at 2,
Unicorn's above Thunderbolt. I love Thunderbolt to death.
Let's talk about it. Though.
Actually, Thunderbolt's a little bit too short.
Too short. Okay.
Not enough substance.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I gotta spend more time.
Soundtrack is good though.
Soundtrack's pretty good. Thunderbolt. Yeah.
Fight scenes are.
Fight scenes are excellent. Fight scenes are. Fight scenes are excellent. The 8th MS Team has the Galgook fight that lives forever, but Thunderbolt has 2 badass fights and 3 badass scenes. First person.
I show that shit to everybody. What's good to them? Hey, bro, watch this shit.
The first person scene and hearing the Zoctopilot scream.
That's what I'm saying. Like if we only could keep 2.
Enough. It's not enough.
It's not enough though. Like it's only that happened in what, 1 episode, CD, or was it 2 episodes?
That was 2 episodes.
One 10-second 1 person clip.
That was 1/3 of its runtime. 1/3 of its runtime.
I want you to know this though. I mean, but if you look at it, I mean,
it lasted 16 seconds. Or 30 seconds.
EO and Daryl, they give you the like, you don't know who's the antagonist, who's the protagonist, who's the antagonist. That's how good this show is. And
there are no villains. Yeah, it actually
Full Frontal's a villain, but you could still see by. Like I understand why.
I understand why you for real. You're right, but I don't know, man. Now sitting back and thinking about it, I don't know. I mean, I know y'all on the unicorn. I get it. Is that okay? I'll give it as the first A rank.
If I had the DVDs, yeah. If I had the DVDs of all these, and Cooper, you've seen my bookshelf. This is the order in which they would be on the shelves. Like those top 2 would be there displayed. Thunderbolt would be right next to it.
Yeah, okay. I'll give you that. You know,
and G Reco would be right there in the bottom, ready to take the S spot whenever it's ready.
Please watch it.
Have you seen G Reco?
No. Have you?
Yeah, I've seen parts of it. Have you seen G Savior?
I've seen parts of G Savior.
Seen parts of G Savior? Me too. Okay. That's as far as it's gonna get. I don't want to watch the whole thing.
I might watch the movie of G Reco. I heard the movie's not bad.
Yeah, the movies aren't bad. The combination films apparently are not that bad. But it's Tomino being absolute Tomino. So get ready. Just gear up, my friend.
Well, there you go. And that's our final ranking. Let me go ahead and take a screenshot of that. That's the final ranking of the Undergated series breakdown, tier ranking, whatever y'all want to call it. This is what we have left.
Bro, when we start doing non-UC,
I can't do it. It won't let me get higher.
Why did you go higher? I mean, that's because it doesn't deserve to be higher, brother.
When we do non-UC, I think it's going to be kind of clear.
Well, right? I mean, no, we're going to get into a fight for at least 2 or 3 series. Yeah, we already know which ones they are. One of them you just picked up, the other one you put down, and the other one you hovered over because you didn't even notice it was there.
There's some. Yeah,
I'm kind of already putting them in. I'm kind of already putting them in that order now.
Dude, ooh, Ooh.
We'll get there.
Ooh.
We'll get there. I can't wait. I can't wait to talk about it.
Dude, this one's good. That's where. Ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to UC, we all three of us kind of really have the same vision. When we all met each other, we kind of all knew. Like this is kind of what we all kind of knew about what was coming. It's when it gets to the alternate universes that all of us diverge into madness.
It's gonna be.
I don't think a single one of us has the same S tier.
Oh no!
I don't think
we'll have to. Matter of fact, we might need to come with. We can do one as a whole, but we might need to come with our own separate
tier list, and then defend each other's S ranks and A ranks.
Well, let us know, people, in the comments down below, what's y'all thoughts of this tier list, and what did we get wrong? What did we get right? I think 8th MS team is for sure going to be right. I think Unicorn, and just being real, I think Unicorn's going to fall out of the S tier when it comes to the people in the comments. I think it's going to be to A. I think it's going to be A, but I think there's a lot of people, not a lot, but there's going to be people that don't like Unicorn.
I can see the other way around.
I was going to say
8th MS team. I think your 8th MS team is universally regarded as the best, the best.
I'm not even going to lie. I see Char's counterattack taking S tier. Yeah, I just have a feeling. I have a feeling like that's what everybody's going to say is S.
And I need to get out of the mindset of like, I think the people that is going to do it, they the ones who love like the Verka, the new Gundam, the Sazabi. I think those are going to be the Gunpla fans.
Mm-hmm. And they love Amuro. They love Char. They love OG characters.
Can't see the comments, y'all.
Yeah. Right. Right. But let us know.
Movement. Anything from D to B? Any guesses?
D to B. I know one hardcore fan of Igloo is now losing his mind. Joe, I'm sorry. Joe is a hardcore Igloo.
Turn A is probably people want Turn A to move up.
People are gonna say Victory Gundam's not as bad as you think. We know.
We will see. Austin, please let these people know if they love if they love these series, where they could buy some of these kits from. If you love these series,
yeah, please check out Vulcan Hobby. That's vulcanhobby.com, and use use our code Undergate10 for 10% off on your next order. Vulcan Hobby is a hobby site that supplies you with Gunpla kits of various sizes, high grades, master grades. You ask him, he's got them. You looking for it, it's probably there. Remember to use our Undergate10 code for 10% off at, once again, that's vulcanhobby.com.
And he got what in stock just recently, Austin?
He got some heat. He got some. I'm not going to tell him because I wanted to be a surprise. I want y'all to go to the site and find out. But go to the site, check it out.
And I want to let you know, it's probably one of 2 sites that I've seen that has it in stock.
Yes, sir.
And the only site that you can get a coupon on.
Yes, sir.
Ooh.
Yes, sir.
Damn. And
I'll give you guys hints. Something to do with the that was a little bit too good of a hint.
That's the whole hint.
That's the whole hint.
Yeah, that's the whole, I will give you a hint. It's for some odd reason in the C ranking. That's where the suit comes from. How ironic.
And for those Spotify listeners, I mean, it's it's in the C ranking because of the narrative that was. Something happened.
The narrative around the show, yeah.
The narrative around the show. That's what I meant.
Makes sense. CD, tell them where once you buy a kit, how to upgrade your kit by doing what?
Once you got that kit from Vulcan Hobby, you're gonna need some paint. So go ahead and get your primer, your paint, your metallics, your glosses, your airbrushes from SMS. Use code Chloe's Dad 10 at their direct site. Save you some bread, get 10% off, and be like us. Pour as you go paint, lacquer based paint. Please wear a mask, but it's the best paint, quick dry time, and looks amazing.
Or don't wear a mask if that's what y'all want to do. I mean, you're your own person. Gunplay.
I work with cancer patients who
just don't give it a.
Hey,
that need company?
I talked to a guy who inhaled too many fumes and ended up having lung cancer. So,
dang,
don't have
wear a mask, everybody, please.
Yeah, please. I was joking.
Yeah,
first-hand experience
for those. Once you get those kits and you got your paint in, and you want to make sure you treat your kit as well and fine-tuned, or if you don't want to paint, try to push the Gunpla as much as you can by using gun primer tools. Just use code COOP10 directly with gun primer to save 10% off of your order. Gun primer makes some high-end tools such as the razor, the sand loop, and the glazer if you're getting ready for competition. And use code COOP10, save 10% off. So we even saved 30% off of your total purchase today. That 10% off your kit, 10% off your paint, 10% off some tools. At that point, I don't know what else y'all will be looking for. Maybe, I don't know. Can't tell you. But use code COOP10, use code CloseDad, use code Undergate10.
Hey, that's a lot.
And on that note, I want to leave it off with this. Be open-minded, people. This list could very well look different if we weren't open-minded. If we were stubborn, stuck in our ways and say, no. Listen, don't react. Just listen. Understand somebody's point first.
Look at the facts.
Look at the facts. There's 3 sides to every story, right? There's your side, their side, and the truth. And just take a second, let the person speak, understand what's going on, understand their side, walk in their shoes for a little bit, put their glasses on and see through what they got going on. This is a healthy way of doing it by healthy debates, right? Don't always just say, oh, in my opinion, to be honest with me, I like, okay, we understand you like it, but listen, let's open up your mind. God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason, right?
Yep.
You listen before you speak. So
He also gave me these hands.
Jesus.
Sorry, I couldn't resist.
Until next time, people. We see y'all in 168 hours. I'm Coop. That's CD, and we got Austin down there. Peace.
Yeah, Austin with the hands.